In the Upper Waiākea Forest Reserve, early childhood charter school educators came together to deepen their connection to place and to grow in both knowledge and practice.
So ho'omalie is just our way of connecting the pulse of ourself with the pulse of this wahipana, of this place.
As part of the State Public Charter School Commission's Early Learning Pre-Service Training, teachers and educational assistants spent their morning at the Kaulana Manu Nature Trail, learning from the forest, its caretakers, and one another.
We have three main things we're going to focus on. One, growing Pilina with Kaulana Manu, so that you do feel comfortable bringing keiki and ohana here. Growing Pilina with Kaulana Manu as a kipuka. The next one is to help increase your environmental knowledge, your ike, about this place. About the native species and forest through hands-on learning, through ʻāina-focused, ʻāina-based learning. And then last, my favorite, growing our own abilities to plan and apply ʻāina-based learning into our teaching practice.
Experts and resource partners guided kumu through this pristine kipuka, an older forested pocket spared from lava flows.
With kipuka, you can swap space for time. So what that means is if I know the age of the kipuka, if I got a 1,000-year-old kipuka, I've got a 100-year-old kipuka, and then I have the outside lava flow, I can compare those forests. So if I would expect that if it was a younger lava flow, I would see certain plants, but as it got older and older, I would start to see more mature plants. So like in this forest, like we have olapa, that's often a sign of a hundreds of years old forest. Yeah.
ʻīʻa, it's a pepeke henua, and it's just identifying where we are and describing what we're seeing. So we have a scavenger, you can see there's a i'iwi here, we have olapa, we have ʻōhiʻa, pukiave, koa, and uluhe. Yeah. And so these plants are really cool because they represent the different layers that you will see in a healthy forest.
Through hands-on learning, teachers discovered the layers of a healthy forest, from the canopy to the understory, and the beautiful and endangered species that call it home.
First off, we know that the rain follows the forest. We know that the ʻōhiʻa, it's basically kind of one of the most important people of our forest, right? If you break down ʻōhiʻa, that ʻōhiʻa are the gatherers. They're the collectors. They gather the clouds, right? Because our rain follows that ʻōhiʻa, that forest. They gather manu, yeah, with their pua, right? Then manu come, like in ʻōma'o, that you're gonna learn about next, that we've been hearing all morning. They gather the ʻōma'o. The ʻōma'o comes. The ʻōma'o is a frugivore. It eats all of the fruits. Then the ʻōma'o comes and it poops out, and then there's some olapa. There's some pukiave, and that is the beginning of a forest.
A tree. So when you see the i'iwi, oh, there's two. When you see the i'iwi, you look at it with your eyes, you bring up the binoculars to meet your eyes without breaking eye contact with that i'iwi.
Armed with binoculars, kumu searched for the native forest birds in the canopy. Listening was part of the learning.
A lot of times you can't see them. We've been hearing them all day, but how many have you actually seen? When you're listening for the birds, you're trying to figure out how far away they are from you. You get used to the call, just like you know a myna bird's call or a dove's call or whatever.
The teachers tuned in to the songs of the endangered manu and learned more about the beautiful birds that help carry seeds, pollinate plants, and keep the native forest alive.
Anytime I come into the Hele the more I learn, I feel the more I can share with my keiki. And as a kumu, I feel that it's a huge responsibility to know this place where we are and for them to learn about this place where they live.
Educators learned traditional Hawaiian stories about the ʻōhiʻa lehua. They explored the differences between endemic and indigenous plants, gaining tools to bring these lessons back to their classrooms.
And then once we start to talk about what native is, then we start to sort in what is endemic and indigenous. Okay. So you already know that a native plant came here in a natural means, wind, waves, or wings. So now let's think about, did those plants, do they only live in Hawaii, or did they arrive native to other places? Okay. So we have examples of indigenous plants like our pukiave. Okay. It's native to Hawaii, but it's also native to the Marquesas.
Yeah. Because it's indigenous to Hawaii, but it's also indigenous to like the southwestern United States, like Arizona, and like, which it's more of like a shock, right? Versus like, you know, plants, when we say, oh, it's indigenous to Hawaii and other Pacific islands, you're like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But then ʻAʻali, you're like, it grows in Arizona? Right.
For many, the day was a reminder that the best classrooms don't always have walls. By growing their own Pilina to the ʻāina, these educators are preparing to nurture that same relationship in Hawaii's youngest learners.
The huakaʻi was beautiful. It was so nice to be in a kipuka, in a safe space with fellow kumu who really care about Hawaii, and to just connect with ʻāina and people and plants and manu, and learn about the places and spaces that our keiki are from, and how we can help support their learning to create a deeper connection with the place that we call home.
We get to live in this place, this special place called Hawaii, particularly this island, because we have all the ecosystems here on just this mokupuni. So I think it's an incredibly important part of early childhood education for them to understand where they live, where they come from, and being part of, like I said, themselves in a larger whole.
As kumu in Hawaii, it is incredibly important to recognize place, and so we have embraced our Hawaiian life ways, our ways of existing and teaching here, and we've partnered with amazing kumu from the Kahua Viola program here at Haleolelo. We are so blessed to have them with us, and that they are helping to foster this next generation of kumu who embrace nurturing every keiki's maoli, their life force, so that we are all well and we all thrive together.